17. Oh, man. Turns out that gets you in pretty good shape, carrying around an AK-47. All right, bye.
Thank you, Jay. On deck we have Ron, but coming to the stage is Joey Journal.
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that mic clip's kind of weird in that one, I'm sorry.
I just wanted a slight workout while I was up
Okay,
here.
yeah, you can take that, it's just don't use the clip, probably.
Well, let's see if this works first of all. Shout out to Jay Marxistich, which is all I'll ever call you, sorry. Jay Marxistich, that's a stupid joke about communism. He doesn't hear me. He's on his phone. Fuck that shit. Yeah, the Wendy's Square Burger, width matters more than length. That's just real information. I'm not gonna call back anything else. Let's see if this works. Of being Joey.
I could just play the song if you want.
You can do that, John.
It's a Backstreet, what's the name of the song? Show me the feeling.
Lonely, Backstreet Lonely, I'll pull it up.
Okay.
Do you hear this stuff?
Yeah.
I feel like this is solid. Pretty close.
Wait, let's see, what do you think?
I got the phone wave out
got
from
you now.
Jay.
I got
Jay's
you now.
staring
You
at
can-
his phone. Look at that.
I got that on speaker.
Oh.
I don't know I didn't learn the lyrics. I didn't learn the lyrics. And I don't know how the glasses work so well yet. So
It's musical comedy.
it's Show Me the Meaning of Being Joey is the parody song. I didn't spend any time writing. I was supposed to write it today real quick before.
It's all about your
I was
delivery.
busy.
It's all about
Yeah, I was busy, so. Anyway, what's in my hand? I was doing a stupid thing. I was blocked in by a large truck vehicle because I was in a parking space in a gas station, got my coffee, whatever, went out, and this car was there for a while, and I'm patient, I'm super patient, so I waited 5 minutes and no movement from this delivery vehicle delivering the Pepsi, the beers, etc. to this gas station. And so I don't like honking, but I honk my horn lightly once. And then I hear the door open of the truck, and by the time I look over, the door closes because it's Seattle, and that's how we behave here. Like Gene, right? Gene was calling out earlier. We do need to actually make eye contact and maybe communicate with each other over in public sometimes. But anyway, I was still patient, waited another 5 minutes, honked the horn again, and then nothing happened. So I started stacking Starbucks cups and miscellaneous items from my vehicle underneath, next to the tire. And so I had a little line formed. And this is my souvenir from that day. You can see I was successful, maybe. But I had a good line, and then the guy came out and kicked all my cups out of the way, just really rudely. And I was like, I spent quite a bit of time, sir. He didn't care. But anyway, I proceeded, of course, to put a couple cups there. And I got a beautiful massacre of a couple plastic bottles and a Starbucks cup. If he just talked to me and he was like, I'll be 20 minutes, I'll be an hour, I would have been like, great, that's cool, I don't care, that's totally fine. You can block in my vehicle as long as you want. Alright, what's another weird? I think it's really weird that The Rock is mostly water. The Rock is mostly water. Rock is composed primarily of water. Dwayne Johnson, the wrestler that's really strong and jacked and very fit. I saw him fall off a trampoline on Instagram recently, but he back rolled really smooth. But did you know he's mostly made of water? No idea. You knew. You fucking knew. Maybe. Alright, anyway. What else? Oh, I didn't even call. I'm such a weakling. I was supposed to be working out during my set. I did notice a fun occurrence. The title of this is Stranger Dog Bondage. Stranger Dog Bondage. I don't know why that's the title yet. But I saw two dog owners in public meeting and just having a friendly conversation, like strangers, didn't know each other, like, oh, dogs, wow, we trained them for this, oh, we trained them this way. And then the woman said, that's what I've been telling you, to her husband. So immediately, it was supposed to be a friendly dog interaction, but I don't know why we immediately have to jump to that, like, light passive aggressive stuff happening. And, well, I don't even want to finish that one. I don't want to finish. Well, the question was, what human person in the family does your dog love the most? Like, that was the question one stranger asked another dog-owning stranger. Like, you're creating chaos. You're creating conflict with that question. You have a very positive tone, but you're just creating chaos. Alright, why can you wax poetic, but you can't Wayne Newton poetic? I think you can not shave Wayne Newton unless you ask him. I'm pretty sure that's illegal to shave Wayne Newton unless you ask specifically. And, well, you have to get the positive answer. You can't just ask and then go ahead and shave Wayne Newton. That was a waxing, waning moon joke. Super clever, you know. I think that the only people not scared of mortgages, like when you get a mortgage, they're like, you're gonna pay this for 30 years, and you're with your spouse or whatever, you're like, yeah, that'll totally, yeah, we could totally do that. I could be responsible for that many years. The only people not scared of mortgages are vampires. Because they live so long. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. I'm not reading, I don't have anything really written on here. I'm advertising for an inappropriate company. Okay, love you, bye, Joey.
Thank you. What if a vampire owned a graveyard plot, had a mortgage for a graveyard? That'd be cool. Mausoleum. Anyways, Joey Mejia, he's cool. He's really cool. One of my cousins that's visiting for the next 10 years. He'll be here, all right. On deck we have PJ, but coming to the stage, give it up for Ron.
Hello everyone, I'm Ron. So I'm unemployed, I'm looking for a job now, but I actually just started an Instagram account yesterday for comedy and stuff, right? So you guys can follow me. Although it sucked though, because when I did, I was trying to keep it separate from my Facebook account and other social media, like just in general, because I'm looking for a job now. And I think I kind of had a freak out yesterday because I think they were actually connected or related. To give you guys a little bit of context, my username for my Instagram account is my name, Ron, just Ron, 42069. So yeah, I was a little slight freak out there yesterday, but I think it ended up being okay. Can I tell you guys a little story? Here, is anyone familiar with Ona Judge Staines? Oni Staines? No? Well, Oni Staines was a former slave. She was actually George Washington and Martha Washington's slave, right? So she was the personal assistant to Martha Washington, and she ran away during the presidency because Martha wanted to give her to her granddaughter as a wedding gift, and Oni didn't want to be gifted, right, to her granddaughter. She'd be taken away from her family and everything like that. So she ran away, right? And the Washingtons were flabbergasted that she would run away and stuff, right? They were like, they couldn't believe it. They thought that they treated her like a daughter, so they didn't understand. They felt betrayed by her, you know? I don't know, eventually George Washington, I guess, kind of had a change of heart about the whole slavery thing, freed his slaves at death, but kept them on for Martha. But Martha never really did change her mind on that issue. White women, am I right? You know, I have a dog, right? And this dog, I have some voices and stuff for the dog in my head, right? And the majority of the voices, I'm ashamed to say, have the grammar and cadence of a slave. And yeah, I understand how that sounds, but I do own her. When I bought her, she was in a cage. If she runs away, someone's going to return her to me. She was taken from her family at a young age, and she can't read. Yeah, and I read this article the other day that if you like animal empathy, you'll end pet ownership. So I really don't want to read that shit and, you know, getting ideas and stuff, right? But anyway, yeah, she has that, you know, she speaks in terms of we's and days, so she get along great in a gender fluid community. But, you know, I don't know. It's not necessarily a caricature and stuff too. It's kind of like my grandmother. It's her voice. I remember us sitting around the kitchen table, her telling me, you know, baby, don't trust white people, right? Things like that. So, yeah, I remember that. And then, thank you. Yeah. And, you know, so less mamming, more Medea, but I still remember when I got her, you know, she was sitting up in the cage. She gave me this look that was just kind of like, days done left me, and I don't know what I was done did, you know. So I got her, I rescued her, yeah, no applause needed. I know I'm a hero. But, I don't know, I think we get along well, you know. I treat her like a daughter, like George Washington, right? You know, when she gives him that look, we fixing to eat. I feeds her, you know. When she gives him that look, we fixing to go dog park today. I takes her to the dog park, right? Or as I like to call it, the illusion of freedom. You know, we get along well and stuff. I mean, there's really only been a couple of times where we haven't really gotten along. One was when I was trying to decide if she was an indoor or outdoor dog because she's black and tan. The other was when I wanted to change her name, right? Just give you guys some context. Her name is Rosa Barks, okay? At the time, I didn't know that she was vocal, right? Also, at the time, I didn't know that she likes to sit in the front seat for rides. So I got her a pet seatbelt and chain her ass to the back, you know? And she's like, but we used to say, I'm like, no, we ain't, you know? So, you know, we've been along pretty good. Although lately and stuff, right? It's been weird because she's like, okay, so she tries to lull you to sleep, right? To give you this like kind of false sense of confidence, right? And then she'll go and like, you know, steal some food or something like that, right? The other day she like jumped over the dog park fence and then ran off, and we couldn't find her and stuff. Thankfully someone found her and things, but like, you know, I was just sitting there and I'm like, fuck. I get how George Washington felt. Like, damn, man, you know, I feed you, take you to the dog park, do all this shit for you, treat you like a daughter, and then you run off? Talking about freedom and stuff? What the fuck, you know? But yeah, I don't know. I've got her back and stuff, so is that about a minute, Robbie?
No, I was just turning the lights so the bartender can see the pin. So it's not a light. I will give you a light. Yeah, I can tell you your accurate time if you want. You got like 3.5 minutes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. You know, this one time, right, a friend of ours was watching, she ran off, you know. I'm not exactly sure where she went. She went out around back. There's no it's not an enclosed area in the back of our yard. But, you know, we have no idea what she was doing. Probably hanging out with the free dogs and stuff, you know, getting ideas and things like that, right? But she came back, she had gastrointestinal issues and stuff. I'm sitting there looking at her, I'm just like, Rosa, you can't handle freedom. You wouldn't know what to do with it if you had it. That's why you need to listen to Massa when he tells you when to eat and when to play. Now, what's your name?